I say that because as soon as you're outside of the domain of self, everything is experienced to be divine. Divine in this sense means rich, dripping with a significance, with a meaning, with a beauty. But you can't say what the significance is. It's not like a philosophical significance. Just overflowing with a beauty, with a sense of extraordinary significance, extraordinary meaning, extraordinary beauty. And it's all the same things that were there all along. It's just that we see them not through the prism of self anymore. The prism of self filters out the divinity. We just don't experience it. In self's highest function, self can come into a kind of relationship with divinity, and it can experience its experience of divinity, which is also beautiful and profound and deep with meaning and significance and life-changing. In the highest aspect of ourselves, self can have its experience of divinity, but that isn't really the same as divine knowledge, because it's not divinity experiencing itself. It's not life experiencing itself directly. So divinity is what exists beyond self. It is not any experience that occurs to the self, no matter how revelatory. Divinity is existence beyond self. As soon as the verb, the activity of self emerges, it distorts and disregards divinity. Have you noticed? This isn't philosophy. This is human experience. There's nothing, it might sound lofty, but there's nothing lofty about it. It's just human experience and nothing more and nothing less. When self is absent, divinity is. When self arises, divinity is no longer experienced. It's certainly no longer experienced clearly. At best it's experienced indirectly, and usually it's not experienced at all. Not because it's not there, but because self is disregarding it entirely. And I would claim that this is simply human experience. And many people in this room, probably almost all of you, if not every single one of you, have had an experience, some experience of what might have certainly felt like divinity or something sacred or something extraordinarily significant and beautiful beyond what you normally experience. And as soon as self came in, that started to disappear. Simple. Or seemed to disappear. So divinity is existence beyond self. As soon as the verb, the activity of self emerges, it distorts and disregards divinity. It takes the place of divinity. It takes the place of that freedom, clarity, and love, and it lives in obsession with itself. Have you noticed? Don't get upset by it. It's just standard human stuff. Until it's not. Because it can all fall away.